anybody on this column, please reach out to. All right. Good morning, everybody. I trust your night was good. I trust you're fine. Okay. So, how are you? How was your sleep like? It's about 7 a.m. here in Nigeria. So, I'm sure where you are should be maybe an hour or two ahead of us. Yeah. So my name is Udeme. I'm going to be your trainer for this session on use data and insights to help your business to grow. So thank you so much for joining us. I trust you slept fine. I trust your week was good. I trust your weekend is unfolding very well. All right. So as you join us, I wanted to share us some details of yours in the chat. Tell us your name. Tell us your location. Tell us your business. Tell us how far so far with the sessions we've been having. Tell us how much you've gained from it. If you be kind enough to share a particular thing you've done with the knowledge you've gathered from these sessions, please do that in the chat so that we get to know that we are having a great time. We are using the sessions very well. We are using the knowledge we are gaining from here very well. So let us know in the chats. And I'm not here alone. I'm here with Beryl. Beryl is joining us from Kenya, Nigeria. She's going to be our moderator. So you're going to see her in the chats. Going to see her name against the blue spanner. All right. So do well to engage Beryl in the chats. Say hi to her. Ask her how Nairobi, Kenya is. And then ask me how Abuja is too. Abuja, Nigeria is. All right. So let's have a good flow of the entire conversation. Let's have a great time together. And I'm sharing knowledge about how to use data and insights to help your business to grow. Okay, so we are going to be doing this in 3 different segments. Now, first part, we'll get to identify and understand the right questions to ask. And then we'll also be able to identify the best tools to use. After identifying the best tools to use, and then we'll be able to understand and analyze the data sets, check up the tools, and then we'll understand how the data sets actually work. I'm going to be taking 3 pauses to answer your questions. So I'll have a lot of time to talk to you, to talk back to you, to answer your questions, queries, your concerns, your observations, and everything. Right. So make use of the chat box and then ask us questions. Ask Beryl questions. She'll be happy to answer to all your questions. Right. Okay. So this is to remind you of the Google Hustle Academy. If you are yet to sign up for one as a big business, as a small business, as long as you are ready to grow and to scale, do well to sign up for the Hustle Academy on g.co/Hustle Academy. Now you're going to be having a 1-week long privilege of learning how to draw your business growth plan, then learning sales, learning marketing, then learning financing, how to get finances for your business, learning how to pitch, and then you get matched to a mentor who's going to walk you through the entire process of getting things done. So don't lose out, don't miss out on anything, right? Don't miss out on anything by signing up for the Hustle Academy, okay? All right, so let's get started. I'm going to be asking you a truckload of questions, and I expect you to ask me a lot of questions as well, right? So Beryl will be happier if we are keeping her busy in the chat. And I hope you have writing material close by, a notepad, pen and a jotter or something, so that you get to jot down the couple of ideas we'll be sharing here this morning that I'm sure will be very useful for you to always go back to make reference to. Yes, and again, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell and hit the subscribe button if you are yet to. When you join, please say something in the chat. Let's know that you are here, right? Let's make us know that you are here. Make us know you're here by saying something in the chat. Let Beryl know that you've joined us, and then hit on that share button, copy that link, and invite a friend. Right? Invite a friend to join us. Somebody that's supposed to be here, invite them. Let them come join us to enjoy the content we'll be sharing from here. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna begin with my first question. What words would you use to describe your customers? Different people, different brands, different businesses have different words they want to use to describe their customers. So share with us what words you use to describe your customers. What words will you use to describe your customers? Some people I want to call their customers customers. Some people can want to call it my clients, right? Some people can want to call them my money bar, my odogus, depending on where you are, right? Some people can want to call them various names, my king, my prince, my darling, something. What word would you use to describe them? So it depends on how nice they've been to you. Or maybe let's say it depends on how how tyrants they've been to you as well, and how good you've been to them as well. Okay, so you may have different words for your customers based on what you want to achieve, or based on how they've been to you over time. Okay, so share with us in the chat and what words we use to describe your customers. Okay, then at intervals, please don't forget to take a screenshot and share it on your social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and tag Digital Skills for Africa. Let them know that the content coming out from this channel is very good, and you are happy to gain from the much the knowledge being shared from here. Okay, so don't forget to do that. Don't forget to mention Impact Her that we are doing a great job. And yeah, so let's continue. What word would you use to describe your customers? What word would you use to describe your customers? Don't forget Beryl is in the chat, so please do well to ask Beryl how she is, how Kenya is, and basically how she's faring. And so I look forward to answering your questions, and I look forward to asking you a lot of them also. So answer the first one, and then we'll move on. What words would you use to describe your customers? So while waiting for you, I'm just going to go back to the presentation and just continue with it. Okay, so let's go back to the first part. Understand the right questions to ask. You need to understand what you're supposed to ask, the questions you're supposed to ask, and sure you're asking the right ones because you're trying to get an information out of those guys, right? So you need to understand the right questions to ask. So what questions do you want to ask your customers if given a privilege? What questions do you want to ask your customers? Let's say you don't get to meet them face to face. If you get to meet them face to face, what questions will you love to ask them? Why are they stressing you? Am I servicing you well? Are my products good? Are my services good? How is my customer care service? Are you satisfied? Do you want us to do more? Would you like to drop a review for us? Something, right? So let us know what questions you love to ask, you want to ask your customers, given the privilege to. Yeah, and I'm sure you're jotting down from the lots that we're sharing. And please don't forget to hit on the share button and invite a friend that should come and join us here. Let a friend come join us so that we can have a good time together. All right. So, what words would you use to? What questions would you love to ask your customers? What questions would you love to ask your customers? People will want to center around their questions if they're actually satisfying the client very well. If they're actually, the client is happy about the service delivery. The client is happy about the products. The client is happy about the services. The client is happy about the way the customer care is responding to them. Different people will have different kinds of questions, right? So I want you to let us know what words, what questions you love to ask your customers given an opportunity, given a privilege, right? So drop your responses. Beryl is in the chat, and then she's going to be responding to all your queries or your responses and all of that. All right, so okay, let's move on while waiting for your responses. So let's look at a typical process for analytics, so we can break the process for analysis into 4 different steps. Now, the first step is for you to identify your objective, what your objective is, right? And then the second question is going to be, what questions do I need to address as a business? What questions do you need to address? Now, where do you get that information from? Where are you going to be gathering all that information, all those details, all those statistics, all those insights from? And then what do you do with that information after you've seen them? You know, your objective, the question you need to address, where do you get the information from? And what do you do with that information after you've gotten them? So you're going to be walking through these 4 steps briefly. Now, the first step, which is your objectives. Objectives could be for you to tell more people about your business, for you to sell more of your product or your services, or for you to identify your most valuable customers, or for you to find new ways to engage with previous customers, or maybe you want to generate leads, right? Or if you want to get more sales and you want to create more awareness on your brand, more digital awareness about your brand, you want to improve your SEO or something, you need to spell out what your objectives are before you start. You need to ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm about to do, right? Okay, now we head over to the second part. What questions do you need to address? What questions are you looking out for to answer? What questions are you looking out for to answer? So now we are going to be speaking about that particular subhead using these 4-letter words. REAN. It's an acronym that means R for reach, E for engage, A for activate, N for nurture, where the R there stands for who your target audience is and how do you get them online, right? Who are these guys that you're targeting? Who is a typical audience of yours? How do you get them? Where do you get them? Which of the platforms are they available? So you need to ask yourself that question about what type of questions you want to ask about your business. Now the E, which is for engage, are they finding what they need when they get to find you? Are they finding it? Do you have what they want? Do you have what they want when they find you? So when you've gotten the audience, do you have what they need when they get to find you? Are they booking? After they found it, are they actually booking? Are they paying for the services? Are they paying for the products? Are they booking for maybe it's a spa session or maybe whatever kind of product or whatever kind of business or service it is? Are they actually converting? Right? And then if they've converted, are they coming back after they've converted? Are they coming back? Are they happy to come back? Are they happy to tell somebody about your business? If you are running a business that people don't come back, you may need to question yourself, right? Because what is a business without returning customers? Almost nothing, because the returning customers are the ones that actually tell somebody else, okay, this guy is good, this business is good, patronize him, patronize her. So if you have customers that are not returning, that means there's something wrong, there's a leakage that you need to fix. People are not coming back. That means you're not satisfying the previous people who are supposed to be the trumpets for you to get the new set of people. To check that you have a business that is not drawing people to come back and continue with you. Okay, so speaking that much about the types of questions to ask about your business, we head over to the third one. Where do you want to get all this information from? Where do you want to get all that information? So getting the right information will need you to maybe pay closer attention to your social media platforms to see which content actually your users actually engage with the most, get to find, to measure the views, measure the likes, measure the follows, measure the shares. That will depend on which platform you are. So you can have all these reporting features on platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And then you can also get all this information from organic search results to identify what customers are actually looking for, and then you align your business with all those searches from organic search results. Organic search results can also give you all that facts. You can find out type a particular word on Google, and Google will give you a lot of suggestions, related searches, so you can have an idea of what people are actually searching for when they're trying to search for your business or for your products. And then you can also have that idea also. You can also gain the right information from your websites can get to identify which pages people are having, which pages of your website is having the most views, and which pages of the website is causing more disengagement or making people to bounce off. You can make use of the Google Analytics to be able to check the various activities that is happening on your website. And then with the pet search also, you can check out um, what products your users what products of yours users are resonating more with. So you can find out the statistics of people, where they are coming from, the type of audience that you have. Are they more of female? Are they more of male? What time are they usually seeing your ad? What time are they searching online? Right? You need to find out all of these details, and then the paid search is going to give you that particular feature to be able to know where these guys are coming for you to gain all that information, all the statistics, all the insights. Paid search can offer it to you, your website can offer it to you, organic search can offer it to you. You are making use of the Google Search Console. You get to find some extra details on possibly the queries, the key queries that people were using to search to land on your website, right? And then your social media, which is the most common of them. All right, so what do you do with all that information after you've gotten all of them? What do you do? What can you do with all that information? How does it affect your business? So let's see a couple of options how insights and data can affect your business. So first off, you get to identify market trends, identify the latest market trends and insights to understand what is happening around the terrain, what is happening around your niche. So data is going to help you to actually make that identification. For instance, a particular product may be trending, a particular product may be trending and you are not aware. So what you are going to be doing is just to check the spike. We are using trends, we are using a tool like Google Trends. You can find out the spike on a particular product. You can find out the spike on a particular service. And then you can know that, oh, this particular product is trending over this period of time. And so maybe it's something you need to look into, maybe to plug in your business into it. And then you can also get to improve the user experience because you get to a certain how people are understanding your platform. So you get to a certain of the user's experience to better understand their path to purchase. Let's say you have a website that is not very friendly for people to navigate through. You can find out maybe there's a lot of bounces on your checkout page. That may be because of a bug. That may be because of the platform is not easy for people to check out and pay money and go. So you can check out, okay, what's happening here? So I want to improve the user experience of my checkout page. That's basically what this means. So you can get to improve the user experience of your page, and then also improves content marketing because you get to identify what type of content people are engaging with the most. You get to find out what type of content is resonating with better with people, and then generally get to adapt your overall strategy, your overall business strategy, and then you shape it. You can use these insights to shape your overall business strategy. All right, so I'm going to be taking the first pause to answer to your questions. Remember, Beryl is there in the chat to answer to all your queries, all your concerns. And please, thank you for joining us. If you join us, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Okay. So nice to meet you, Okai. Nice to meet you. Please, as you join, please drop a message. Let's know that you're here. All right. Okai from Ghana. I hope Ghana is beautiful this morning. So I'm joining you from Nigeria, and Beryl is joining you from Kenya. Okay. So do well to say something nice in the chats. Ask us questions. Wherever you're lost, please ask us questions. We'll be happy to engage with you. We'll be happy to answer to your queries, your concerns. Please ask it to us. We'll be happy to talk back to you. All right. Okay, so I'm still waiting for your questions. Please, again, when you join us, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, and copy the link. Invite a friend, invite somebody to join us here. Right? Okay. All right, so let's move on. Let's go over to the second part. of this presentation. Let's see how you can identify the best tools to use. Gathering information, you needed to know the best tools to use. So I'll be asking you the next question. This is going to be the third question. So which of these which analytics tools do you use? Excuse me. Which analytic tool do you currently use? So let me know in the chat which of them you currently use. Which one do you use? Which one do you use? Okay, which analytics tools do you use? Which one do you know? Right, so let me know in the chat um, which one you use. Let's have fun in the chat. Beryl is happy to engage with you as long as you're ready to talk to her, right? So let's say something so that she will know that you're here. She'll be happier. So which one do you use? Which one do you know? Which one is the best for you? Share with us in the chat. Then at intervals, please don't forget to take a screenshot, and then share on your social media platforms, telling Google Digital Skills for Africa how useful the content from here is to you. Right? Very, very important. Take a screenshot and share on your social media platforms. And if you are here and you cannot chat, what is possibly happening is possibly because you are having a YouTube channel that is not activated, right? You just need to activate it once. So you're going to see where you're supposed to be chatting, you're going to see activate channel. So what you do is just tap on that activate channel and then close the YouTube and open it again, the same link, and then you'll be able to chat. It's just a very simple process, and be sure you're signed in with your Gmail, okay? Because I want more engagement. I can see about 5 of us on the call, so I want more engagement in the chats so that Burial will be happier typing with you. All right, so let's move on. What analytics tool do you currently use? So these are a few of the tools that are actually available. We have online platform that always offer great features, great tools for you to gather in details, insights, data about your customer. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Hootsuite, and then we have sites for the social media platforms. We have for the organic search, we have the Google Search Console, we have the Google Business Profile. Then for the website, we have the Google Analytics and the paid search, which is the Google Ads, right? Okay, so we are going to be looking at a few of them briefly. Let's head over to Facebook. So the Facebook page offers you insight that can help you find out how people are engaging with your Facebook page, right? And then you get to find out the various activities, you get to find out the page views, find out the likes, the reach, the page engagement, the follows. You can always adjust all those options by time. If you want to check what has happened between the 1st of September to the 30th of September, or you want to find out what has happened between the 1st of October to the 5th of November, all those options are there. You can tweak all of them. Sometimes you can find out how people are engaging with your Facebook profile and how people are finding you, how they're finding you useful, a particular content that is resonating most with them, resonating well with them. You can find that out from your Facebook page. So if you don't have a Facebook page as a business, all you need to do is just head over to facebook.com and then you can create one for yourself, right? So what you just need to do is just locate where the page is and then just click on the page, and then it's going to open up a dialog box for you where you fill in your business name, add a profile picture, add a cover photo, add a business description, add your operation hours, add the business, what you do basically. Just add all those details and then you're good to go. You're good to go, right? And then you have a Facebook page. Then you keep your post coming from that page. Keep your post coming, whether it's a written post or it's graphics or it's videos, just keep posting, keep posting, keep posting, keep posting. And then from each of those posts, you'll be able to identify the various activities that is happening on that page, the views, the likes, the reach, the engagement, the follows, and everything. And then eventually, you can even start to run ads. So when you run ads, you have more details of how many people maybe actually click to fill a form if you're running a lead generation campaign, right? You can find how many people fill the form. You can find how many the number of reach you had, number of followers you had, and all of that. You find all of that on the Facebook page insights. And then also, you find you can also make use of the Google Search Console tool. Now, the Google Search Console tool actually reports and helps you to measure your site search traffic and performance, because Google always help you to fix some critical issues to make your website perform very well with the Google search results. And what that basically means is, if you have a website and you want to know the ranking of that website on Google search or on any search engine, this is the tool to use. So you head over to the Google Search Console tool. I'm sure Barry can grab that link somewhere and share with people in the chat. So you get to find out the queries that actually is bringing people to your site. You get to analyze your impressions, you get to analyze your clicks, and the position that you are, the brand is on the Google search ranking. And then if you submit your sitemaps and the individual URLs for crawling, you can give Google enough resources to be able to review and index your coverage to make sure that Google has the freshest view of your website, right? And then you get to receive mail about critical issues. Then Google gets to identify critical issues that is happening on your website for you. And then you see the URL that are affected by these issues, and Google will tell you how to fix them. When you fix them, you can also report to Google that you fixed them, because that is where Google actually uses to determine who comes first, who comes second. So the Google Search Console is a search engine optimization, technical search engine optimization tool, right? So you get to there are a couple of tools for search engine optimization. Now there's a constant search, there's a constant struggle for who comes first, who appears first on the Google search results page, on the first page actually, right? So there's a constant struggle. You get to find out that if you're making a search for a particular keyword, find page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, and the rest of them. Now the truth is, people rarely go to page 2, 3, 4, 5, and the rest of these places. So, but those are people's websites. So everybody's struggling to come to page 1, because people actually end their search on page 1. So the fight is to come to page 1. Now a couple of tools to help you do that. Only a website is not enough. You need to have what it takes to actually work that website from wherever it is, at least to the first page, right? So one of the tools you use is the Google Search Console. With the Google Search Console, you just need to sign up on the Google Search Console by adding either your URL or your domain, right? And then Google is going to ask you to verify it. They'll generate a HTML code for you. Get that code, send it to your developer, right? Whoever built the website for you will be able to know what to do. And then you get that page verified. Then you begin to see all the activities on that website, where people are coming from. You begin to see the kind of devices people are using. You begin to see the words that people actually search for you to bring them to your website. Find the impressions, you find the clicks, you find the traffic. All of those are presented to you. And more importantly, Google is going to give you suggestions on what is working on your website, what is not working. You can find out maybe your website is loading slowly, because that is one of the things that actually determines the website that comes to the forefront, the load speed. So if your website is loading slowly because maybe your pixels or picture are too heavy or your videos are too heavy, Google is going to give you ideas on what to do. Maybe reduce the pixel, or maybe remove the pictures completely, and all of that. So that is what the Google Search Console offers to you. It gets to gather all those details from this particular place as well. So this is the technical search engine optimization tool. So let's look at another tool that is also useful for search engine optimization, which is the Google Business Profile. Now, the Google Business Profile is a local search engine optimization tool. It gets to manage your online presence across Google Search and across Google Maps, right? So you get to find out from the analytics part of it, you get to find out how many views you had, for a listing, for your listing, how and where customers are finding you. You get to find out the actions the customers are taking on your listing, and all of the interactions that are happening that you have in your Google Business Profile. So what is the Google Business Profile tool? It's just a tool that will help you to get your business affixed on the map, especially the location, right? So you get to also have the liberty to own a free website for yourself, for your business, for your brand. And if you have verified, you can send out a lot of pictures, a lot of photos. You can have a platform where you can be telling your business stories and making your posts, putting out offers and promos, and all those beautiful things. So all of this is more like giving you not just a presence on the map, but giving you a lot of tools to use. You could get reviews. Reviews are powerful. Reviews are like word of mouth, right? So you can have the platform to get reviews as well. But that will be if you are verified actually. You can get reviews. Reviews also goes a long way to boost your SEO ranking for you to come out from whatever number you are to get to page one eventually. So the more reviews you have, the more 5-star reviews you have, the better it is for you to begin to rank. Google begins to index you upwards. Okay, so it offers you this analytics part where you get to learn about all the data that is happening, number of calls you had, number of people that visited your website, number of people that actually visited your location, and all those little options that will make you understand if your listing actually is giving you the result that you were looking out for. So it's a very important tool for any business to have. And guess what? All these tools are free. Google Search Console, the Google Business Profile, they are all free. Okay? All you need to do is just head over to business.google.com and sign up. Sign up to have a Google Business Profile account. And then you can reach out to Impactor, who is one of the verification partners, to actually get you verified so that you can have all the features that are available there for you to make use of, to enjoy and help your business. So Google is offering you a platform to put your business on search and on maps. Remember, when people have needs, they don't jump to Facebook, they don't jump to social media platforms to search. Everybody is on social media, yes, we know. When people have needs for information, for products, for services, where they are going to is a search engine. And Google is always the place that everybody visits. When people go to the search engine to search, you must be found there. If you are not found there, you've lost out on a client, you've lost out on a customer. So owning a presence on the Google search platform is very, very key, right? And the Google Business Profile is that one tool that's going to help you to have a presence on the Google search platform. All right, so let's head over to the next one, the Google Trends. So the Google Trends, you can head over to trends.google.com. You get to identify the popularity of a search term in Google, identify whether a search is on the rise or a search is declining, right? So it's that feature that shows how popular a search term is. You can view whether a trend is on the rise, whether a trend is coming down. For instance, a few days ago, um, a popular Nigerian musician here had a crisis with his son. So you must have, if you check that name on Google, you will see that that name was trending, right? That name must have been trending. So you can also find demographic insights and can find related topics, related queries that can help you better understand what words people are actually searching for. What words are in the trend that people are actually searching for. Remember, and the Google Trends is a Google tool. So Google is going to suggest to you what words other people are searching for on Google, maybe not on other platforms, right? And then the Google Trends also provides you a set of largely unfiltered sample of actual search requests that people are making to Google. You know, it's anonymous because you don't get to identify who actually made the search, right? And they are all categorized and then aggregated also. They are grouped together for you to understand, okay, if I'm searching for this word, these are the other phrases, other lines that could be attached to it, right? And then it also allows you to display interest in a particular topic from around the globe down to the particular city where you live. You can narrow down your search to, let's say, Abuja, Nigeria. You can narrow down to Nigeria. You can narrow it down to America. The Americans they are campaigning now for their Senate seats. So politics is trending. Obama is dishing it out to a lot of them. So the news somehow is somehow funny, right? Donald Trump is also his news is also making the rounds and all of that. So you can check the trends of what's happening based on a particular product, based on politics, based on basically what you just want to find out. So Google Trend data reflects searches that people make every day on Google, can also reflect irregular search activities such as the automated searches that are happening or the queries that may be associated with attempts to spam our search results. So you can find out all those details, right? You can find out all those details. And you also have that feature where you can get to compare two keywords that you have been searching for. You're searching for. You can say, let's say we want to compare the rise of banana cake and red velvet. You can put them side by side. You want to measure how that trend rose between 2000 to 2022, right? And then you can find that out. You can find the spikes over the months. You can find that banana cake is just getting popular now. So the spikes will go up at some points towards the early part of 2022. And then you want to check up, let's say, remote jobs, working online. You find out that there must have been a huge spike during the COVID time. So the Google Trends is that tool that will actually help you to gather up all those details. If you go to the bottom part of that page, you find something, find a box called related queries. It's more like Google giving you suggestions on what would be a possible keyword for you to use, what people are actually also searching for when they're searching for that particular search term that you're searching. All right. So let's see how you can rise above the competition with the Google Trends. So you get to find relevant trending topics, like I mentioned earlier, and then you get to um, monitor competitors. You get to find out people that are actually in your industry, the words they're using, the keywords they're using to promote their business, so that you can also use what they're using to ace them to get ahead of them, right? And then it's also important that you use the Google Trends to conduct keyword research. Like I mentioned, if you head over to the Google Trends, you find related queries. Now, related queries are Google suggesting to you the keywords that you can add up to your research and add them up um, to your document of keywords that relates to what you are actually doing. Now, remember, keywords are not just a single word. Keywords could be a sentence, could be a phrase, right? So you get to find out some more keywords that you can add up to what you're doing. And then you can get to promote around seasonal trends, what is trending around a particular period of time. You get to find out all those details, and you get to find out topics by region. You can narrow down your search. You can narrow down your keyword search to particular regions, maybe Nigeria, maybe America, maybe Australia, wherever you are, right? Maybe Accra, Ghana, maybe Botswana, maybe South Africa. Narrow down all those options to the location where actually you are, right? Okay, all right. So, and then let's head over to the Google Analytics. So the Google Analytics, like I mentioned earlier, is that tool that will help you to understand what customers are doing on your websites, where these guys came from. You get to understand the activities, the complete information about your website to better check the performance of your marketing, check the performance of your content, check the performance of your products and your services, and a lot more stuff. Okay, so you get also with the Google Analytics, you get to assess Google's unique insights and machine learning capabilities to make the most of all the data that you are going to be gathering, and the analytics will help you to publish products. You get to see the products that are performing well, so you can see the insights, a particular product, a particular service, or let's say a particular page on your website is delivering, and the result is actually delivering. You see the figures that are actually being delivered by each of those pages on your website. So it's very, very important that you're using the analytics tool for your website. If you are not, you may need to think about how to get started with it. So you're going to be looking at analytics in a very deeper way. But before we go on, let's me take another break. This is going to be the second of the 3 breaks to answer to your queries. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so thank you. Okay, thank you. Ghana is awesome. All right, so who else is here? Please do well to say something in the chat. Let's know that you're following us. Let's know that you're enjoying the content that we're having here. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, if you are yet to chat, that could be the possibility of that is maybe you are not able to chat with your YouTube. So what you need to do is to sign in with your Gmail on that your YouTube account, and then where you're supposed to be typing, right, you're going to find activate channel. So click on activate channel, and then you're going to need to refresh your YouTube, refresh it, right? That is, close it and open it again, and then you'll be able to chat comfortably, okay? Because I want you to engage with us, engage with Beryl in the chats, right? Thank you so much so far, and I hope you're enjoying the content. I hope you're enjoying the session. If you could be kind enough, please let us know how far so far you've been enjoying what we're saying here. Okay, so while waiting for your responses, while waiting for your questions, I'll just go over to the last part of this presentation. Um, and please don't forget to hit on the like button. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button if you are yet to. More importantly, hit on the share button to invite a friend, right? You wanted to invite somebody to come join us. We still have time, and this is more like the very most interesting part of what we've been speaking ever since. Okay, so invite somebody to join us, and we'll be happy that you did that. All right, so let's head over to the last part of this presentation. Understand and analyze your data. Understand and analyze your data. So having your data, gathering the data is important. The platforms where you gather them also is important. But how do you understand this data that you gathered? How do you analyze them? And then eventually make it useful for what you're doing. Make it useful for your business. So let's look at it. Understand and analyze your data. All right, so this is a typical Google Analytics dashboard. A typical Google Analytics dashboard will show to you a lot of information. Now, there are two types of Google Analytics. You have the Universal Analytics, then you have the GA4, the Google Analytics 4, which is the latest version of the platform. So you get to find out the geographical information, you get to find out popularity of all of those over time. You get to find out the active users, you get to find out the new users, and then you get to find out all the users that are actually visiting your website, the visits, and how you got to acquire those users. You get to find the locations where they're coming from, and you find the numbers as well. The numbers. You get to find the exact number of where these guys are coming from, their sex, their age, their demography, their location, all of those raw data is presented to you on the Google Analytics dashboard. Okay. So how do you get to set up your Google Analytics account? So what you need to do is head over to analytics.google.com. I'm sure Beryl has shared that link earlier. So head over to analytics.google.com, and then you'll be able to find some details where you can get to set up your account. So you get to choose a name for your account. You need to choose a name that is unique to you, especially if you have multiple accounts. Then choose your industry category that can help you to benchmark against people who have tagged the same industry. So choose a category, very, very important. If you're in the cosmetics industry, if you're in the consumer electronics, or if you are in the tech industry, or whatever you're doing, just state the category where you belong. And then you can get to aggregate level to give you an idea of what your bounce rate actually is against others. So you can find that out also on the Google Analytics platform. Right? So you sign up first. That's the first step. Now the second step is for you to look out for where your tracking code is. Where is your tracking code? Now that tracking code is what you're going to be using to plug into the website at strategic places in the website based on your website builder, right? So you can track the activities of your sites, the performance of your sites, and then you need to add that tracking code to all the pages. Let's say you want to track the activities of the home page and the checkout page. That means you have no interest with all other pages. So you're just going to plug this tracking code onto page one and the last page. If you want to find out what is happening around all the pages, that means you need to plug the tracking code across everywhere. And now different website builders have different locations where you can plug in this tracking code. Okay, so we need to find out if you are the one that actually built your website. We need to find out which of those locations You can actually plug in your website, your tracking code to those websites, or maybe you can send the code to your developer. Your developer is going to be the one to actually know now where those places are for them to fix in your tracking code so that you can always track what is happening around your page, what is happening around your website, what is happening around them, to know what you can do, to gather up all those details, to gather up all those data to overhaul your business strategy, right? Okay. So there are four main areas where you can gather up reporting with the Google Analytics, right? So what you're going to be seeing there is the audience. Who are this your audience? You can find out where these guys, who these guys are. You can find out basically from raw data, the male, the female, what is their age, right? You can find out all of that. You can find out where they're joining you from. You can find out what devices they're using. Are they using television to find you? Are they using phones? Are they using laptops? Are they using tablets? You can find out all of those from the audience segments. So when you finish with the audience segment, you get to find out also under the acquisition segments, how did they find you? You can find out where they came from. You can find out where they came. Did they come from direct search? Did they come from referrals? Did they come from your affiliate program? Did they come from maybe from your paid adverts, maybe Google ads, or maybe on social media where they came from? Where did they actually come from? You get to find out all of that, where these guys came from, right? If you are running ads, you can find out how many people came through the ads. If your affiliate program is not working properly, you can find, okay, these people are not giving me that much results. You can boost the performance of the places and the locations that are lagging. Then what are they doing when they came to your website? You get to find out their behavior. You get to find out, did they actually, did they actually mean anything to you? How long did they stay? Which pages did they visit? You get to find out the session count, right? And all those other details. You get to find out the activities. Did they bounce off? Did they exit? All those details are all present there under the behavior of your audience when they visited that your website. Now, the last part is going to be the conversion. What are these guys worth to me? Did they actually make a purchase? Did they buy? Did they interact with the page? Did they get to the last page? Conversions. Did they actually pay? Was the goal of the visiting your website, was it achieved? You get to find out all these details given to you from the analytics tools, right? And then data in Google Analytics basically looks like you get to find the dimensions. The dimensions are the various channels. If they came through organic search, they came through referrals, direct search, paid search, social affiliates, or display marketing. You get to find out all of that. The dimensions, so the various channels, and then the numbers, the metrics, right? You get to find out if there are new users, get to find out if there are old users, or if they're just recurring users, their sessions, right? How long they stayed, their session count, the percentage of exits, the percentage of um, every other details that you find out, you get to find the numbers, the metrics now, right? You get to find the metrics to it. The Google Analytics is divided into the dimensions and the metrics. So you find where the information is supposed to be coming from, and then the number that is corresponds to it actually. All right. Okay, so let's look at the rain again. Using rain to ask the right questions. Let's look at the rain again so that you know what to do with all that information. So look at the rain once more, where R stands for engage. Sorry, R stands for reach. How are people finding you online? How are people finding your business online? You need to identify which of the search terms are driving the traffic to your website, right? You need to find out which of your content is driving the traffic. So you get to develop relationship with referral websites based on how much results they are giving to you. So you look to improve the links from the social media platforms, the links from your other platforms. Let's say the Google Business Profile. Improve the links and make sure nothing is breaking along the line. And then the E stands for engage. What are people actually engaging with when they find you as a business online? You need to learn which pages are getting the most views, which of the posts is getting the most attention. Discover what is really engaging your visitors around your page. Let's say you are on the Google Business Profile and you want to find out what is working. right? You get to discover what is really engaging your visitors. You need to find out what exactly, which of your content is actually resonating best with your visitors. So you can also get to discover that you lose a lot of people at the checkout page for some reason. Maybe your page might need to be more simplified, or maybe you don't have enough payment options available there, right? So you can check up all of that to be able to know what people are actually engaging with the most and where people are bouncing off and all those other details. And then the activate, so you can find out which channel is driving the most bookings, which channel is driving the most results for you, which of the sites, which of the referral sites is driving the most conversions, right? So for referring sites brings traffic to you, you can develop a better partnership with them so that you get more results out of it. And then you can look out for all the underperforming referring sites and then you can consider reviewing the partnership. Then the last one is the N, nurture. Are your customers happy to leave a review? Are they happy to leave a review with you based on the services you've given to them? So you need to try different ways to encourage purchasers, actually people that have patronized you before, to leave a review for you on what worked best and what is not working, so that you get to understand what you can improve. Because the aim of serving a business is for you to be able to improve on the daily to satisfy people. So getting feedback from people is very key, especially people that bought your product and your services. They should be happy to let others that are coming after them know that this product is good, and they should be happy to patronize you and do business with you. And it's important also that you respond to all the reviews, whether they are good or they are bad. People can't drop you good reviews all around the clock. No, right? So there are bad people, there are bad eggs that will try to tear you down. So you need to respond to all of them and be very polite and be very diplomatic and kind with your words as well, because one review could mar you or make you. So you need to be careful out there. Okay, so try different ways to encourage customers to drop reviews. Very, very important, so that you get to know what is working best and what's not working best. So getting genuine reviews is important. Don't pay for reviews. Let people feel happy to drop those reviews for you out of the abundance of their happiness of doing business with you, right? And you must be able to give that customer something for them to come back for. There must be something about you that should make them to leave other brands doing the same thing to come to you. Maybe a free service, maybe a discount code, something that's attracting them. Maybe your customer service should be top notch. Should be something about you that should make people come back. Imagine a business that are not having returning customers. You need to question yourself. So you need to have returning customers, people that are happy to return to do business with you, and then tell others about what you're doing as well. That is how businesses grow. You can't be losing old customers and focusing on the new ones. It's even harder to get new customers when you don't have old ones. So you nurture the ones that you have already. Nurture them. Give them good content, right? Give them a good run for their money. Something to make them run back to you. Improve your business. Improve your products. Improve your services. Slash the price if you have to. Give a discount if you have to. Do a free shipping if you have to. Something that should make them more attracted to you. Okay, so once again, let's look at the Google Trends. So, like I mentioned earlier, you can head over to trends.google.com. It's not an app, so you can find out. You can use it's a web tool. You can just head over to trends.google.com where you get to explore what the entire universe is searching for by entering a particular keyword in that explore bar, right? So you get to see stories that are curated by News Lab at Google that provides additional insights found in the data. So this session is just like available for some countries. It's not every country that actually has that particular search feature. So you get to see the daily trends on a particular topic, a particular keyword you've typed in. You get to see the yearly trends as well. You get to find guidance materials about News Lab and trends. So trending searches page show trending results, trending search results around the world. So you can click on a particular story to get more context. Like the most relevant article on the trending queries, you can find out what is happening around a particular trend. You can find out daily trends. Daily trend gets to highlight searches that jumped up significantly in traffic among all other searches over the past 24 hours and updates early, right? So you get to find out, you can use the daily trend to see what people are most interested in at any given time and how the searches get to be ranked compared to any other one. For instance, remember, I think sometime in October when the Queen passed, when the Queen of England passed. And then the pounds fell from, it used to be 1.3 against the dollar. The pounds fell from what it was to, I think it fell to 1.2 at some point. Now it's at 1.1. When the UK Ukraine crisis started, the euro fell. Ukraine Russia crisis started, the euro fell. It's, I think it's now equal to the dollar now. So everything is becoming everything is becoming equal now, because so if you check the Google Trends that period, I'm very, very sure you find that the Queen was trending, Queen of England was trending, and now maybe shortly after then the King was trending, and then maybe shortly after then the Prime Minister was trending, and then the Prime Minister resigned, and now some other person is, the Indian guy should be trending right now, right? Maybe 2 weeks ago must have been trending at the time. So you can also find out the real-time search trends, and that real-time search trend gets to highlight what search has jumped significantly in traffic among all recent searches. Remember, you can find daily trends, right? So the algorithm for the real-time search trend groups topics together that are trending at the same time on the Google search, Google News, and then it ranks stories based on the relevant spikes. You can always find what is spiking in the midst of the whole lots, and then the absolute volume of the searches, right? So you get to understand all this information if you're on the Google Trends platform, to understand, okay, this one is trending, this one is not trending. I can plug into this. I may not be able to plug into this. I can write content about this to be able to join the trends, something like that, right? So the more you jump into the traffic, the more you follow the trend. If this trend is going up, you join it, and then you're up to. Okay. So let's look at how you can promote your business around seasonal trends. So seasonal trends will always allow your business to stay relevant and stay very, very competitive. And then around the year, around the business year, you experience all the peaks and the dips, which is normal of a business. You can't be trending upward every time. That also very importantly impacts your business and impacts your revenue. So like what is happening on your screen right now is Anika might use Google Trends to identify seasonal trends in types of clothing. So you can create content about current trends or adjust to demands. You can see that women jackets are actually the ones in search. So you can see the rise, can see a rise in the need of women jackets in the winter months, and then it is low in the summer months, and then you can adjust to those demands over time, right? So there's a rise during the winter, and there is a lesser rise during the summer period, because summer is the heat, the winter is the period people need something to cover themselves, right? So there's actually a rise. You can check for it over a period of time. You can check for it over a whole year. You can check for it over some months. Like for this particular search, it's been searched for over a year. You can also compare some keywords, like I mentioned earlier. You can see that compare there. You can type another keyword there. And if you are checking for Christmas trees, you can type Christmas trees, and you can find out obviously that Christmas trees will not obviously sell um, in the middle of the year, to be selling towards November, December like this, right? And then in the January period, everything Christmas will not be selling. There will not be a trend for it. There will not be a constant search for who is selling Christmas stuff and all of that. A few weeks ago was Halloween. We don't celebrate Halloween in Africa because we have enough Halloweens here. But in countries where they celebrate Halloween, you find out that there was been a trend on various Halloween kits, right? So you can create content about Halloween, you can create content about Christmas stuff, winter jackets around this season. All right, so using trends to run keyword research is very, very key. So you get to identify what keywords are trending, and then you use the search related search queries at the bottom of the Google Trends page to find out which of the keywords Google is suggesting to you, to identify relevant and potential keyword tags. You can also get to name your product categories according to popular keywords. Then you can optimize your post according to trending keywords, because people are actually searching for those keywords. And then if people are searching for a particular keyword and then you add it to your content, you definitely pop up when someone is trying to make a search about about you, about your brand. So it's important that you use keyword research tools like the Google Trends. The Google Keyword Planner is also another powerful keyword research tool, and these tools are free. Again, all the tools I've mentioned to you throughout the session, they're all free. But there are other tools that you use for keyword research, and they're paid for, right? They're paid for. So take advantage of the free ones that Google is offering to you. All right, so I'm going to be taking the last pause to answer to your questions. If you have any. But meanwhile, don't forget to sign in your attendance. Don't forget to sign in your attendance. That is where we'll be sending out the certificates to you. Dorcas, thank you so much for joining us. And Dorcas said, I sell mother care products, kids wear, nightwear, toys, school bags, lunch bags, water bottles, nightwear for kids, and adults, massaging slippers, and powdered products. Thank you so much, Dorcas, for sharing. Please don't forget to fill in your attendance. That's what we're going to be using to send out the certificates. All right. So please fill in your attendance and don't forget to join the Google Hustler Academy if you are yet to. Don't forget to sign up. The link is going to be shared again in the chat on g.co/hustle academy. It's a week-long boot camp that's going to help you to learn about your business growth plan, your sales, marketing, learn how to pitch, learn about financing, and then you get matched with a mentor. And all of this is for free. Google doesn't charge you to help your business to grow. So take advantage of it again. It will help you, it will help your brand, it will help your business. All right, so thank you so much, guys. So if you want to learn some more, head over to learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital skills/courses, and then you get to learn some extra details where you can get to be useful to yourself, right? And then you can get certified in some of them, like digital marketing, fundamentals of digital marketing. You can find out that you can get certified, and then you can find out some extra details around what you're doing. Everything from coding to whatever you want to learn, all of them are available there. It's more like a university, so you can take advantage of that place. And then follow us on social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are gonna be shared in the chats. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for spending that much time with us. Beryl is super excited for all the engagement you've sent out. Dorcas, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. And every other person that didn't say anything in the chat, we love you so much, and we look forward for you to have a great weekend till we meet again next week. We'll be having another session come next week. Please don't miss it. Invite everybody to join us. All right. So we'll be happy to have another great time with you. So enjoy the rest of your day. Follow Impact Her also on social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all those places. Thank you so much for joining us. Ufoma, I see you. Thank you for joining us once again. So enjoy the rest of your day.